And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier on. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Valanciunas.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be. Take, for example, a 4-point line, rewarding players for stretching their shooting range. And a corner three, in some cases, is worth 4 points in practice. And that encourages players to take that high-value shot. There's a lot of coaches thinking outside the box by drawing new boxes on the court. Kevin?
A lot of talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. Two good rebounding teams here tonight, Steve. They rely on second chance points.
Yeah, great offensive rebounding teams and teams that can put up second chance opportunities. They control the pace by hitting the glass. So interesting to see who wins that battle.
And Steve, if nothing else, just more shots, right?
Yes.
They'll just take more FGAs.
More possessions.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Crowder in at the small forward position. And for the Hornets, Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Biyombo at the center, filling out the middle. Rozier looking around. Here's Monk. Grizzlies with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
4 on the shot clock. Launches it. And no good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them the way they were able to take care of their business.
Goes up with it again. Biyombo missed it, even after all those chances. In the corner, Crowder with it. He can't get that one to fall.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play. Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Look out, here he comes.
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Rozier. Good work defensively by Crowder. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And it's Morant. That time on the assist from Crowder. Morant's got his second bucket.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And the basket by Rozier.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Morant. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Orlando. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out the Grizzlies, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played, plenty of time to turn things around.
Bridges with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Monk for 3. Crowder pulls it in.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
From down low. And too long on the shot.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
To the middle. Here's Kid Gilchrist.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Morant. D right on him. To the inside. And he converts the layup. Morant's got 6 points. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Monk for 3, cans it from downtown. Monk's got his second bucket of the night.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Shot left block. Jackson misses. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. Biyombo with the block. Monk, no one around him, but they get it back. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in. He's got 6.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Now Rozier. He's coming off a 25-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Now here's Morant. Rozier defending. Valanciunas, good.
Valanciunas has made so many strides as a scorer since he started in the NBA.
Here's Rozier. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Passes it to Monk. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Brooks, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. That's a foul on Charlotte. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. Williams comes in for Bridges. And it's Batum in for Monk. And Memphis also making a switch. Josh Jackson's checked in for Crowder. And so he makes both from the line.
A changing of the guard for the Grizzlies. Their star veterans traded away. They held out as long as they could, but it was time.
Batum dishes to Zeller. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 on the clock. With the floater, that one no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. And those great veterans, Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph had become a part of the fabric, Steve, of the Grizzlies franchise and the city of Memphis.
Tough to move on from that level of connection. All good things, though, have to end.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Wayne Bacon's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Memphis also making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Jones against Rozier. Batum wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one falls for Zeller. Both good from the line that time. Here's Jones, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. On the wing, Jackson releases. That one, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
Hornets leading by 3. Now, here's Rozier. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Jackson. Back to Jones. The pass to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Zeller. No good from Valanciunas.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Jones against Rozier. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Grizzlies. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
And I think for Memphis, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
Pass to Bacon. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And the Hornets lead by 5. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Out left to the wing. Clark, the pass to Jackson. Shoots from the block. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bacon. defended by Jones. They get it back. The Grizzlies trail by 5. On up the court. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And here is Zeller. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Bacon, and he can't bank that one in. Grizzlies shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Anderson right side. Over Batum, and Anderson gets it to go. And now just a 1-point Hornets lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rozier, the pass to Bacon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Hornets. Grayson Allen's checked in for Memphis. No good on the second free throw.
The 6'9" Kyle Anderson has a 7'3" wingspan. A big asset defensively. Not the most athletic, but he racks up blocks and steals.
And you look at Anderson. He likes playing with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he has good ball handling for his size and great court vision. We call him slow-mo, but he can get to the rim on his drives, and he's a good finisher when he gets inside.
Free throw, good. Allen. Charlotte trailing. 1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bacon. He's covered by Anderson. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Batum. He's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Pass to Clark. Back to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Jones. A three-pointer, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Batum for 3. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis leading. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Hornets trail by 3. Rozier with the ball. He has 6. On the wing, Batum. Here's Hernan Gomez. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Momentum getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Memphis leading by 3. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Bacon. Batum is out there with Monk. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. Here's Bacon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bacon's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Hornets. And so Allen will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Outside Jackson from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
Some players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Charlotte shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pass to Bacon. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now the pass to Batum. 4 on the clock. The Hornets rebound. Zeller inside, guarded by Jackson. Zeller passes to Bacon. Over Anderson. Bacon's shot is off. Grizzlies shooting 43% from the field. Pass to Clark. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You gotta know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Hornets trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Hernan Gomez has got his first 2 points of the night.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Pass to Clark. There's the triple. And the 3 ball is good. Clark's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Hornets trail by 7. And Batum kicks to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. Outside for Batum. And there's the pass to Zeller. Over Allen. And there's Zeller. And that's good on the assist from Batum.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Allen dishes to Jones. Now the feed to Jackson. Over Zeller, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here's Batum. 12 points his last outing. Dishes to Monk. Pass to Bacon. Now, here is Hernangomez. Just 5 to shoot. Connects on the 17-footer. Hernangomez has got his second bucket of the game to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Now Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clark, the pass to Jones. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
The Grizzlies had gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And that one falls for Clark. Some changes for Charlotte. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller, and it's Kid Gilchrist in for Bacon. Then for the Grizzlies, Crowder, he's checked in for Anderson. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tyus Jones, and it's Morant in for Allen. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Always an intriguing part of the early season, Steve. Teams that are outperforming the expectations, and they look much different than we thought they would.
Yeah, you have those teams, and that's what you love. Those teams, all of us experts, we say where they're going to finish. They end up 3 or 4 slots up, and then those are the teams that just get that momentum. They get going. They have great team chemistry, and they outdo our expectations.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. Take a look at Clark, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, P.J. Washington.
And among first-year players, these two are as intimidating a pair of shot blockers as you're going to see.
Biombo kicks to Monk. Back to Biombo. Outside for Batum. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Hernangomez passes to Biombo. Over Jackson. Here's Hernangomez. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clark. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Morant. 8 points for him. Valanciunas. That's Biombo with the rebound. Kid Gilchrist against Crowder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Charlotte, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. That one is off. And he sinks the second. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. outside for Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And this summer, a lot of work in the weight room for Jaren Jackson Jr. Rebounding, one of his few weaknesses last season. Adding strength, it will help.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And a high rate of fouls for Jaren Jackson, and Smitty dating back to college.
You're right. Adding strength can also help in that area. Able to do your work early is also a key for him, and also denying deep position.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. No good on that one.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates. Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Hornets trail by 7. Shoots from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Passes to Valanciunas. The 3. The Hornets pull it in. Pass to Monk. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Crowder, the pass to Jackson. He gets that one. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
The Hornets shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Ja Morant. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Good on the 3-point shot. And now it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Rozier kicks to Biyombo. And here is Monk. He has 5. Fades back. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
To the paint. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Good on the 13-footer. Kid Gilchrist has got 9 points.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Got a piece of it.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson, there was no finesse on that one. Superb athlete who likes to punish the rim.
Hornets trail by 14. Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. Kid Gilchrist inside. Jackson on him, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Josh Jackson. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those 1 or 2 player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts, and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
That free throw, no good.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. And he's good on the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Morant with it. He's got 8. The pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Biyombo. That one wide left.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Bridges, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And how about the balance and focus? Knock Bridges around all you want, but he is determined to score.
And Bridges no good on that one. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And it's Morant missing. Hornets trail by 11. 1:39 left here in the second. Morant with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And the dunk by Jackson.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals even though he doesn't naturally gamble a lot.
1:27 left in the first half. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Now here's Biyombo. He's guarded closely. Now Rozier. 6 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte no good that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. It's Jackson with the drive. Down low. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 10.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Biyombo. And here is Rozier. Valanciunas on the double team. Back to Biyombo. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Memphis, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And that one misses.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. The Grizzlies also making a change. Allen's checked in, and Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in. The drive by Allen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. And Allen drops them both. And here are the Hornets now. And so it's Memphis. Their lead at 15 going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. The Hornets shooting a pretty low 34% thus far.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Monk. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
He doesn't get the second one. Hornets trail by 18. Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The shot's good from Monk.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Up top, Kidd-Gilchrist. Back to Bridges. Kid Gilchrist inside. Pass to Rozier. Lets a floater go. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Hornets trail by 20. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot by Monk is no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Jackson misses. Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The shot by Monk is no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 4th foul of the contest. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Bridges. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Now here's Morant. Rozier defending. And another miss by Memphis. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. Monk kicks to Rozier. Trying to get something going, and the layup's good off the glass. Rozier's got 8 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Passes it to Crowder. Now Brooks takes a 3. Hornets with the rebound. Biyombo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Monk for 3. It doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
Jackson against Bridges. Jackson dishes to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Offensive rebound. Jackson. Biyombo with the block. They recover it. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And another shot. Jump shot is good. 11 points in the game. Hornets trail by 20. Here's Monk. He has 7. Floats one up. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Brooks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Tonight, he's gone 3 of 6 from the line.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Brooks. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
Charlotte's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd, still 0 for 3. In the corner, it's Monk. Here's Hernangomez. Goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hernangomez has got 9 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Jones. Batum grabs the miss. It's stolen by Jones. Left side Jackson. Back to Jones. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jones has got his first bucket of the night. A difficult situation for Charlotte. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Monk with the ball, guarded now by Jackson. Monk kicks to Bridges. No good from outside. Memphis leading by 22. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Charlotte shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Morant with the steal, and he gets it to go. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Inside. Here's Hernan Gomez. Nails the baby hook. He's got 11.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. The fader. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Bacon. High post, Hernan Gomez. And the rejection by Jackson. Batum brings the double team. It's Brooks on the wing. Puts up a 3. That shot off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. A shot by Batum. No good. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. He lobs up the...
Wow! And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. He kicks to Monk. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see Malik Monk? Was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. Williams comes in for Miles Bridges. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Brooks. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jones. And Allen subbed in for Morant. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
And here's Batum. There's the pass to Zeller. Monk with the ball. Six on the shot clock. Got a hand on it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
It's Allen on the wing. No good on the three. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. Martin's checked in for Malik Monk. Hornets shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. And it's Martin missing. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. There's Jackson with the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Bacon. On the wing, Batum. Martin, the pass to Zeller. The shot missing, and it's Memphis the other way. Here's Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
Working off contact is something Anderson does extremely well, and he does it a lot.
Now Batum. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And so here's Charlotte. Down low. Here's Williams. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so Allen will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Jackson finds Jackson. And that one drops for him. Jackson's got 8 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And here's Charlotte. Batum passes to Bacon. And here's Martin. Guarded by Jackson. Outside, Batum. To shoot. Jackson comes over with the double. Batum, good.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
1:30 left in the third quarter. Batum against Allen. It's Jackson atop the key. Puts it up from 15. Zeller grabs the board. Jackson's gone 4 of 10 here. Has 6 misses. Poked away. Stolen by Anderson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Clark's got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Martin dishes to Zeller. Here's Batum, and there it is for him. He has 6. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Allen against Batum. Allen surveying the D. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Allen.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And for the Hornets, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. On the wing, Williams. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Martin. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Zeller is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Martin in at the 2. So that's the Hornets' 5. Pass to Zeller. 6 to shoot. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Rebounded by Caboclo. The Grizzlies shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Melton. Rozier defending. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here's Charlotte. Outside Kidd-Gilchrist. They get it back. And it's blocked. Melton feeling it out a bit. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. Do you think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Now here's Rozier. Tight defense on him. But they recover it. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Zeller. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Kidd-Gilchrist against Crowder. That misses off the backboard. For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Rozier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Takes it from 10, and it's good off the glass.
He's so strong. Jay Crowder overcoming physical defense with great power and body control.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the inside, picked off in midair. And it's Memphis on the break. Finished off the break.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break and then points at the other end.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Rozier the pass to Washington. Over Allen. And again, the Hornets missing.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up.
Shooting one.
A great opportunity for a three-point play. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Hornets. And Memphis also making a switch. Jones is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about if we're coaches and executives and players are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. Charlotte making a switch here. Biombo's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Melton. Pass to Jones. Baseline jumper. The Grizzlies with another miss.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Rozier, it's deflected.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Melton passes to Caboclo, and stolen by Biombo. Hernan Gomez kicks to Rozier. Well, we see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the third and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
Jones, the pass to Crowder. Over Hernan Gomez. And again, Memphis no good.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Caboclo. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists now tonight.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key They're playing fast, but also under control. That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Out to the wing. Melton passes to Caboclo. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Washington, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And it's good, 2 points. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Martin's checked in for Terry Rozier. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Washington. Clock at 6. The pass to Biyombo. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Makes it off the glass.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Charlotte's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Got a piece of it. Here's Biyombo. Second chance shot. That one goes. Count it.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Jones against Martin. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Kept alive. Here's Hernan Gomez. Got a hand on it. Pass to Clark. Over Washington, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so Clark nails both of them. The Hornets shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Martin. To the middle. Washington passes to Martin. Clock is at 3. It's tipped. Here's Washington. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Rozier, he's checked in for the Hornets. Now here's Biyombo, guarded closely. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. It's stolen by Martin.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
And it's Rozier missing.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. Biyombo finds Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Passes it to Clark. And another turnover for the Grizzlies. Now here's Rozier. Back to Martin. Pass to Rozier. Three-pointer. The putback. Here's Biyombo. It's tipped. Here's Melton, covered by Martin. Melton passes to Jones. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And he can't get the first one. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education, I love that type of compensation.
Six to shoot. With the fadeaway. Misses off the left iron. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Memphis.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Ja Morant.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
.43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here is Rozier. Now the pass to Martin. The floater. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones in the post. Rozier defending. Count it.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
From deep. That one doesn't go. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.